Hi, you're watching Hi TV. My name is Jehan and I'm at the Gallery Mount Castle for the exhibition World of Fae, an exhibition by Rudrani Devi, the inspirational youth following in her father's artistic legacy. Stay tuned as we take a look at some of the greatest creations of Rudrani. I have with me the creator of this exhibition and the talent behind the show, Rudrani, and she's going to share some thoughts about the journey getting here and what it's been like. Rudrani, tell us a little bit about your foray into art.
Well, it's taken me a year to put this exhibition together. I've been working on this collection of 30 paintings for several months now. But art is something that I've always been doing because I've been surrounded by it since childhood. My dad is a painter. He's been painting for the last 30 years. So yeah, he actually did help a lot with this collection. He did all the frames for me and he helped me put this exhibition together, so yeah.
I know a lot of people must ask you this question, but how challenging is it to follow your father's footsteps and his legacy?
It's not very challenging at all because it's not like I'm trying to copy what he has done so far. We have very different modes of expression, very different experiences to portray in each of our paintings. So yeah, it's not a challenge at all. It's actually quite good.
Tell us a little bit about your fantasy world ethereal theme.
Well, I love fantasy because I find that it really liberates my mind a lot. So when I'm creative, I have no boundaries. So that is one of the reasons I chose this as one of the themes for my first exhibition.
Alright, and now this is your debut exhibition and you must be very excited. But I'm sure this is no more than just the start for you. So what plans for the future?
Well, I'm not too far because like I said, this is my first exhibition. I'm waiting to see what kind of feedback I get from the crowd, my fans, and the people who generally like art. And after this I want to take a break, refresh myself, and then see where it goes really.
Alright, there you have it. Some thoughts from the creator and the talent behind it all. We have with us the legacy himself, Raj Das, the man where it all comes from. And I'm going to ask him a few questions about what it's been like and how proud he is right now at this moment that his daughter is having her first exhibition at this show. Raj, tell us a bit about how proud you are right now.
Yeah, sure. I'm proud right now. But it's a culmination of a process that I've really enjoyed. You know, seeing right from a baby, both my kids were very creative. We played together, we played music and we did artwork together from baby age, you know. So then to see how it has grown and where it has come to now, you know, in a way this is kind of a graduation, you know, if it's that night, you know. So yeah, I'm thrilled, you know. I can watch the next generation start off and carry on. It's great.
Your daughter had mentioned that you managed to teach art like somebody was teaching mathematics. Tell us how you managed to do that.
Yeah, because I stuck to purely technique and broke it down. The great thing is when I was a kid, I had to learn a lot by scratching around for information and figuring it out a lot on myself. Now, like 3 decades or more later, for a creative young person, there's so much more available of information, internet, you know, videos, all that kind of stuff. So actually you can self-educate yourself much more if you're intelligent and creative. What you need, of course, is guidance in knowing where to go because there's so much, too much. So it's great because that ability was there in her to self-regulate. All I do was look after it, and all this new information that's laid out now, it made it so much easier. It's a great time for a creative person that they can access so much information. Music is also the same thing. When I was young, playing in bands, and you had to meet another guitar player to learn a lick or something, but now it's all out there. So the creative people can really progress if they can know how to access which kind of information.
She also mentioned that she's developed her very own style, and even though influenced by you, is very much her own thing.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, again, the last question you asked, that's how I dealt with the technical side of stuff. That's why I could lay it out like maths, entirely with technique. But that was when she wanted to start learning, when she was starting. Prior to that, when she was a child, it was much more playful and like a child more in contact with the medium. So we both knew that there was something there we wanted to keep and protect, not just go into technique and then destroy the creative side too much. So luckily we managed to balance this out, and luckily also had my own experience to draw back upon how I took it, So there was sufficient overview, sufficient awareness for us both, on both sides of that, to know how to proceed, and it's been fairly benign and easy,
right.
Playful, enjoyable. Yeah.
All right, we have some thoughts from Rajdas, The Legacy. Hi, with me Gail, who's going to tell us how much she's enjoying it and what aspects about the paintings that has appealed to her the most. Gail?
I'm honestly honored to be here because I'm a friend of hers and I've seen her paintings and artwork for a very long time, and something that I really love about her artwork is it's focused on feminine energy, a lot of feminine artwork here, and I really love that about her art. And being a very young artist, I see massive potential in her, and I think this would really portray how far she would go in life when it comes to art and her career. So yeah.
Has any of her art inspired you to do something?
I am a healer, so like a Reiki healer. So I basically want to heal women in particular. So I think this sort of I can relate to. So yeah, definitely, yeah.
All right, and also about the future that she has in store for her. Like you said, this is her debut exhibition. Long way to go for her?
Most definitely. I think this is just the beginning, and yeah, I think she'll draw a lot of attention from all over the world. I have high hopes for her. Yeah.
Those are some supportive thoughts from Rudrani's friend Gail. I have joining me Mihiri, who is going to share a few thoughts about what she thinks of this exhibition and how much she's enjoyed it so far. Mihiri, what do you think about the art and the talent on display today?
Well, I see that there is natural talent where no formal education could give, and that Rudrani has it's in her blood, and she's also applied that, and you can see so much of practice. So and it doesn't look like it's been forced upon her. You can see the natural flow and her observation skills, and also her imagination that has taken flight beautifully, and kind of gives a little peek into her world, which is of a very nice, young, happy human being, which is absolutely fantastic, and the energy is very, very nice here. So I'm enjoying myself thoroughly. Thank you.
What aspects about this art have you enjoyed the most?
Well, the portraits, the depth and the emotions that you can see in the faces that she has captured. That's definitely moving, and her technique of color and her fineness of line. Yes, it's a big, yeah, it says a lot about the father and the person who's coached her, which is fantastic. Yes.
Well, there you have some thoughts from Mihiri, a follower of art and painting, and she has enjoyed this show thoroughly. I have with me Indika, and she's also going to share some expert thoughts on what she thinks about these particular paintings. What do you think about the creativity and expression that has taken place here in this room today?
I think she's trying to portray something of femininity and looking at her. She portrays the woman a lot, so she's trying to bring out nature, women's kind of liberation, that kind of thing, and I think she's very talented, and I've been here for about an hour now, and I've been walking around, and I think her expressions are really good, and she's really gifted.
Which paintings have you enjoyed the most, or which ones do you favor the most?
I think the one at the entrance here, I think it's called, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name, but and that one, because I think it's a black and white, and it's kind of a reflection of the woman kind of blending into, it takes you from small age to old age. That's the way I see that portrait. Also, there are many, like the one with the black cat, and there's a lot of fantasy in her work. So I think it's really refreshing for a very young artist to have that fantasy and have that imagination.
Right, thank you Indika for your time and your thoughts. So we've come to the conclusion of Rudrani's debut exhibition, and I can tell you that the crowd has been as amazed by these wonderful works of art as I have been. We hope you enjoyed it too, and until next time, this is Jahan signing out for Hi TV.